Hey Bougie click. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that can leave many feeling trapped and confused: future faking. Have you ever found yourself in a relationship where a man makes grand promises about your future together, but his actions tell a different story? If you've answered yes to that question, you might be experiencing the manipulation tactics often employed by narcissists. In this video, we'll explore what future faking is, how to recognize the signs, and why it's crucial to trust your instincts when it comes to your relationships. So, if you're ready to reclaim your sense of self and learn how to spot those red flags, stick around. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's get started. Breaking free from a future faking narcissist. Recognizing manipulation in relationships. Future faking is a deceptive strategy often employed by narcissists to manipulate their partners. These individuals craft elaborate illusions of a shared future filled with promises of happiness, commitment, and stability. Their charm and confidence create an enticing narrative that lures their victims into emotional investment. However, beneath the surface, these promises are empty, serving only to maintain control and satisfy the narcissist's immediate desires. The victim becomes entangled in a web of hope and anticipation, overlooking present inconsistencies and red flags. Narcissists expertly exploit their partner's dreams and vulnerabilities, making them believe in a future that will never materialize. This manipulation leaves the victim feeling confused and disoriented, often questioning their own judgment and reality. Recognizing the signs of future faking is crucial to breaking free from this cycle and reclaiming one's sense of self and autonomy. So many women are using the sprinkle advice nowadays, and while I agree that women should be hypergamous, dating men you don't like solely for money can backfire. Men are not dumb, and most of the time they know you don't like them and are using them. Y'all are not slick. Men know the game you are running, but most of them are willing to spend money to sleep with you. However, just because a man spends money on you doesn't mean he sees a future with you. Dating men solely for financial gain can be a risky endeavor, as it often leads to unintended consequences. Many men are acutely aware of the transactional game being played and may be more than willing to invest money for physical intimacy. However, this facade can quickly unravel, leaving both parties dissatisfied. Men who sense they are being used might only stick around as long as it serves their immediate desires, leading to abrupt endings when they find someone else. Furthermore, this dynamic can foster an environment of mistrust and manipulation, with both individuals playing roles rather than forming genuine connections. Ultimately, when relationships are built on transactional foundations, they lack the essential elements of trust, respect, and emotional connection, which can leave both parties feeling unfulfilled and emotionally drained. Oftentimes these men will drop you when they find someone else they want to sleep with. How much they are willing to spend depends on the man, his finances, and the woman's emotional and financial independence. Women who are emotionally vulnerable or seeking validation might be more susceptible to future faking. The manipulator may spend more to exploit these vulnerabilities. A woman's financial independence can also play a role. If she is financially independent and less reliant on the man, he might need to spend more to create a sense of dependency. In some cases, the spending might be minimal if the emotional manipulation is strong enough. This is why you should not sleep with a man too early, no matter what he says he has. You should also never take his word for it, get proof. Never ask a man for money because it opens you up to manipulation, just like telling a man what you are looking for in a man does. You have to see what a man is willing to give and do on his own so you can effectively judge his character. Keep what you are looking for in your head, and when he meets the criteria and commits, then you can sleep with him. Tell a man what you like, not what you want, and always be feminine. Also, Google and social media is your friend. Look these men up, do a background check if you have to. If you don't know a millionaire, how can you date one? There have been several instances where men have pretended to be wealthy to attract women. Simon Leviev, featured in the Netflix documentary The Tinder Swindler, posed as a wealthy diamond mogul on Tinder. He deceived numerous women, convincing them to lend him large sums of money, which he never repaid. Some men go to great lengths to create an illusion of wealth. They might rent expensive cars, wear designer clothes, and dine at posh restaurants to impress women. This facade can be convincing initially but often falls apart over time. Romance scammers often use fake profiles and photos to appear wealthy. They build trust with their victims and then fabricate emergencies that require financial assistance. This tactic has led to significant financial losses for many unsuspecting individuals. It is important to be cautious and discerning when it comes to relationships, especially when money is involved. It's essential to look for consistency between words and actions and to trust your instincts. Future faking with money is often referred to as financial future faking. This is a manipulation tactic where someone makes grand promises about financial benefits or support in the future to get something they want in the present. For example, they might promise to pay back borrowed money or offer financial support, but they have no intention of following through. It's easy to be lured into future faking due to your empathy. You wouldn't make a promise without intending to keep it, so you assume others feel the same way. If you fall for future faking, you may not have recognized the person as a narcissist or understood their tactics. You likely believed they were acting in good faith, especially if you had a close relationship with them. It's hard to imagine someone taking advantage of a partner, friend, lover, or child. Narcissists manipulate by appearing more honest than they are, exploiting your belief that people do not engage in future faking. They catch you off guard in this way. An example of this is Risa Tisa. Risa Tisa is a TikTok user who shared a viral 50-part series titled Who TF Did I Marry?, where she detailed her experience with her ex-husband, whom she described as a pathological liar and narcissist. In her videos, she explained how her ex-husband, referred to as Legion, lured her into a relationship with false promises of wealth and lavish gifts. He pretended to be wealthy and offered to buy her expensive items, but always had excuses when it came time to follow through. This behavior is a classic example of financial future faking, where someone makes grand financial promises to manipulate and deceive their partner. The sprinkle advice, popularized by Leticia Padua, known as Shara 7, encourages women to date men who are financially stable and to prioritize their own financial interests. While some women have found success with this approach, others have faced challenges and even manipulation. Here are a few ways women might get tricked while trying to use this advice. False promises. Some men might recognize the sprinkle approach and make grand financial promises to attract women. However, these promises may not be genuine, leading to disappointment and financial loss. Emotional manipulation. By focusing solely on financial stability, women might overlook other important aspects of a relationship, such as emotional support and compatibility. This can lead to emotional manipulation and unhealthy relationships. Short-term gains. While the advice might lead to short-term financial benefits, it may not result in long-term relationship satisfaction. Women might find themselves in relationships that lack genuine connection and mutual respect. It's important to approach any dating advice with caution and to prioritize your overall well-being and happiness. Building a healthy relationship involves mutual respect, trust, and emotional support, in addition to financial stability. Future faking is a manipulation tactic often used by narcissists or toxic individuals. It involves making grand promises about the future to create a false sense of security and commitment in the present. Here are some key points about future faking. False promises. The manipulator makes elaborate promises about the future, such as vacations, buying a house together, or even marriage and children. These promises are designed to make you believe they are deeply invested in the relationship. Emotional manipulation. By painting a rosy picture of the future, the manipulator taps into your emotional desires and dreams. This creates a stronger emotional bond and makes you more likely to comply with their current demands. Lack of follow-through. Despite the grand promises, the manipulator has no intention of fulfilling them. When the time comes to act on these promises, they often come up with excuses or change the subject. Control and delay. Future faking is used to control the relationship and delay any real commitment. It keeps you hopeful and invested while the manipulator gets what they want in the present. Red flags. Some signs of future faking include frequent promises that never materialize, a pattern of making excuses, and a lack of concrete plans or actions to back up their words. A man who is future faking might spend money on you, but it's often part of the manipulation tactic. Here are a few points to consider. Initial investment. At the beginning of the relationship, he might spend money to create an illusion of generosity and commitment. This can make you feel special and invested in the relationship. Inconsistent spending. Over time, his spending might become inconsistent. He may make grand promises about future financial investments, like vacations or buying a house, but fail to follow through. Conditional spending. He might spend money on you as long as it benefits him in some way. For example, he might pay for things to keep you happy and compliant, but the spending is often tied to his own needs and desires. Emotional leverage. By spending money, he can create a sense of obligation or guilt, making it harder for you to leave the relationship. This can be a way to maintain control over you. It's important to recognize these patterns and trust your instincts. If you feel that the spending is manipulative or conditional, it might be a sign of future faking. Future faking is a manipulation tactic often used by individuals, particularly those with narcissistic tendencies, to gain control and achieve their own goals. Here are some reasons why someone might engage in future faking. To create a false sense of security. By making grand promises about the future, the manipulator creates an illusion of commitment and security. This makes their partner feel more invested in the relationship and less likely to leave. To gain immediate benefits, future faking can be used to get what they want in the present, such as emotional support, financial assistance, or physical intimacy. The promises about the future are a way to keep their partner compliant and willing to meet their current needs. To avoid real commitment, some individuals use future faking as a way to avoid genuine commitment. They make promises about the future to keep their partner hopeful and invested, but they have no intention of following through. To maintain control, by constantly dangling the promise of a better future, the manipulator can maintain control over their partner. This keeps the partner focused on the future rather than questioning the present. To manipulate emotions, future faking taps into the partner's deepest desires and dreams, creating a strong emotional bond. This makes it easier for the manipulator to control their partner's emotions and actions. Understanding these motivations can help you recognize future faking and protect yourself from manipulation. If you suspect you are a victim of future faking, it's important to trust your instincts and seek support from trusted friends, family, or professionals. Here are some signs to help you spot future faking. Grandiose promises with no follow-through. They make big promises about your future together, but there's no action to back them up. Inconsistency between words and actions. Their actions don't match their words. They talk about future plans but never take steps to make them happen. Avoidance of detailed planning. They avoid discussing specifics or making concrete plans. When asked for details, they become vague or change the subject. Frequent pattern of disappointment. You often feel let down because their promises never materialize. Escalation when faced with doubts. When you express doubts, they escalate their promises to reassure you. Emphasis on immediate gratification. They focus on getting what they want now, using future promises as a tool to manipulate you. Attempts to isolate you from support networks. They may try to isolate you from friends and family who could offer a reality check. Manipulation of your emotions. They play on your emotions and desires to keep you invested in the relationship. If you notice these signs, it's important to ask direct questions about their intentions and observe if their actions align with their words. Trust your instincts and seek support from trusted friends or a therapist if needed. Understanding if a man truly likes you and sees a future with you can be challenging, but there are some signs that can help you gauge his feelings. Consistent communication. He regularly reaches out to you, whether it's through calls, texts, or in person. He makes an effort to stay connected. Plans for the future. He talks about future plans that include you, such as trips, events, or even long-term goals. Introduces you to important people. He introduces you to his friends and family, showing that he wants you to be a part of his life. Acts of kindness. He goes out of his way to do things for you, whether it's small gestures or significant acts of kindness. Listens and supports. He listens to you, values your opinions, and supports you in your endeavors. Respect and trust. He respects your boundaries and trusts you, showing that he values the relationship. Consistency. His actions match his words, and he is consistent in his behavior towards you. While some men are very open about their feelings and will directly tell you if they like you, others might show their affection through actions rather than words. It often depends on the individual's personality and communication style. Here are a few things to consider. Direct communication. Some men are straightforward and will express their feelings verbally. They might tell you they like you or see a future with you. Actions speak. Others might show their feelings through their actions, such as spending time with you, being attentive, and making an effort to support you. Body language. Pay attention to his body language. Does he make eye contact, smile often, and seem genuinely interested in what you have to say? Consistency. Consistent behavior over time can be a strong indicator of his feelings. If he regularly makes an effort to be with you and shows care, it's a good sign. Protecting yourself from future faking involves being vigilant and setting clear boundaries. Here are some strategies to help you safeguard against this manipulation tactic. Establish and communicate boundaries. Clearly define what you are and are not willing to tolerate in a relationship. Communicate these boundaries to your partner firmly and respectfully. Look for consistency. Pay attention to whether your partner's actions match their words. Consistency between promises and actions is crucial in determining genuine intentions. Take time to know your partner. Don't rush into commitments. Take the time to really get to know your partner and observe their behavior over time. Maintain independence. Keep your own interests, hobbies, and social connections. Maintaining your independence can help you stay grounded and less susceptible to manipulation. Seek perspectives from friends and family. Trusted friends and family can provide valuable insights and help you see things from a different perspective. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, trust your gut feelings. Your instincts can often sense red flags before your mind fully processes them. Be willing to walk away. If you recognize signs of future faking and your partner is unwilling to change, be prepared to walk away. Your well-being and happiness should always come first. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on trust, honesty, and mutual respect. Thank you for joining me today as we explored the complex and often manipulative world of future faking. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might need to hear this message. Remember, recognizing the signs of manipulation is the first step toward reclaiming your self-worth and building healthier relationships. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more insights and tips on navigating relationships and protecting your emotional well-being. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's topic. Have you experienced future faking? How did you handle it? Share your stories in the comments below. Until next time, take care of yourself and stay empowered. What do you think? Are you a victim of future faking? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie. Follow and support me. All links in bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.